Alrighty traders, so that's a wrap across the markets today. I want to give you guys a bit of a technical analysis, short-term technical analysis across what actually happened with gold, silver, and then also the mining stocks today, guys, and show you what I'm seeing on a technical level basis here. So let's actually start off with the gold chart. And on the gold chart, by the way, traders, the number one value it's important to have through July, and I've been telling all my coaching clients, the number one value to have is patience, especially through July, right? There's probably going to be a lot of false moves. There's going to be a lot of ifs and buts and maybes. So July is going to be one of those months where it's important to have that patience cap on with what's going on there. So now let's go back to have a looking at gold here. So gold, as you can see right now, gold has been in this very, very nice upward trend. You can see we're still squeezing up in this level. If I bring this up to the last sort of couple of months, we're still squeezing up through here on the downside. So I do see we're likely to still get that big flush down happening right now. You can see right through here. So we have this high, lower high, squeezing up. Get ready for a flush down, but I believe the flush down is going to be a significant. This is just an overall big bull market here. If we go look at that weekly chart, you can see that this is where it's important for you guys. If you're watching the weekly chart, keep an eye on this, right? Because it's just so important. Up, down, high, low, up. This gets to move down, we're probably going to create a bit of an up move. So that's probably going to be a significant high low. Now this is a weekly chart, remember? So the important thing to understand about this is that we need, if that's going to be the case, we need to watch to see what actually happens over the next couple of weeks to a month. Because if we do start to get, just say for example, we did start to get, I'm going to bring this trend line down through here, okay? I'm going to bring that down through there because that's that trend line there and this major trend line. If we do break down, we're probably going to get down towards this trend line through here, which if I look at the overall Fibonacci move, it does look like that low to high point does look like that level through there. So we may get a breakdown, right? A breakdown through here, and then I come down towards this low level here, which is the trend line, and also the 50 to 60% level. And also that'll then be a significant, because remember the weekly chart is what? Up, down, high, low, up, down, high, low. That's the weekly chart, right? So the weekly chart is king. Weekly chart is king. Because just because we're going down through, just because we're going down doesn't mean we're going through a big crash. The weekly chart is always king. So with that being said, one thing I'm looking for with myself, looking at gold and silver on a short-term TA basis, all right? This is technical analysis, short-term, all right? I do see that one thing I'll be watching for is this. Let's actually do this here. If we do get something like this, and we get a breakdown, and we get something like that, we may even get something like that, and we may even get a little push through here. And if we get something like that coming up through there, and then we start to get something like that coming up through there, then there's a good chance we're going to do something like this and then start to make a move up. And I have a 3,000 target on gold as well too. But short-term TA, guys, I'm still seeing a movement on the downside to come, but not a real big drop, right? Not a real big drop. It's just looking at all the indices, I'm seeing a lot of weakness there, but not a big drop through there. So that's the short-term TA, guys. We are definitely squeezing up short-term down through there. So I do see this thing probably going to go through, move to the downside, and then we're going to go through here. So either way, I believe gold is on a path to destination, and I believe that's 3,000. What actually happens here? Do we actually not break down? Do we actually hold and break up and then go to the upside and then start to move? That's possible, right? Actually, I think we need a bit more time. Let me show you what I mean here. So let me take everything off the screen here. Notice here, a lot of the times when we go through this sideways period, we actually get to the moving average first, right? So it pulls back to this moving average here, and then it goes. So if the moving average continues like that, we would need a bit more time before we start to see some more upside. So definitely something really interesting there. So let's go look at silver here. This is the silver. Now silver had a complete rejection right at my trend line here. So low, high, low, high, low. It did make a high low, but now it actually rejected here today. That's actually really important for us traders, right? Why? Because it's showing that the market is definitely respecting these levels through here. And the reason why that's important is because once it gets back above these levels, then it tells us that we're probably likely to see a nice move back to the upside, because now it's been game over, right? Because you can see here, look at this here. That was that down move through there. As soon as we broke up, we get that nice move. That's the down move through here. Let's go to here. So I'd have to say that'll be that level all through there somewhere, I'd have to say. Yep, so that went through there. And you see what I'm saying here, right? Up, down, up, down. And so it's really, really important. So for now, we're on the downside. On a short term, absolute real short term, I can definitely see that we have this significant, it's right at this level of significant support through here. Low. So it's sort of like gold, right? We're at this level, major low level through here, major low level through here. So we may even get more of a downside to come, especially looking at today. You can see that it rallied up, rejected off this long-term level through here, which was a significant level. And now we're possibly starting to see a movement on the downside. So I actually wouldn't be too surprised to start to see, I'm just looking to start to see this thing actually have a move on the downside from there. Let's go look at some of the mining stocks right now, guys, or the mining sector. The big picture with the mining sector is really important to understand where we're at, right? The forest from the trees, so to speak. We have that level through there. That's the high. It ran up, made a high. I'm actually expecting this thing to possibly come down towards this low level here to create a high low, and then a very big move to the upside. The really man, I sound like Joe Biden now. Oh man, did any of you guys watch the debate yesterday? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Man, Joe Biden. The world's gone mad, guys. The world has gone mad. Anyway, back to technical analysis. All right, on a long-term level basis here, guys. You can see what we're looking at here from a long-term technical analysis. I'm still really watching this here, really being patient, because over the next few months it's going to be an amazing opportunity, I believe. That's that level through there. But on a short-term levels, when it comes to technical analysis, I do see this is definitely that's that level through there that in the past has been indeed that level through there. So it's only going to be that through there, or possibly that through there, maybe even a bit lower maybe. So possibly around the 50% level, which if we go back to the daily charts, looks like we could possibly have a bit more downside to come. If I was going to draw a trend line, the trend line I'd draw right now possibly would be something like that there, right? That'll be the trend line. Actually, in fact, if I bring that down just a little bit more to that level there, you can see what actually happened here, right? So this whole, let me just bring this up here. So I'm going to bring this here. The reason why I've got that level there is why, because that's that 50% level, right? Let's see if I can, actually let's just make that real sort of faint from there. Okay, cool. So we see that through there, right? So I'm going to take this off the screen. I don't want too many trend lines on this. So they've got that long-term trend line. This short-term trend line's coming down through here. You can see it rejected once here, rejected again, and it's also rejecting a lot of the times all through here as well too. So that's definitely a trend line I would use. And we're definitely sort of holding here. So we could actually start to see possibly a move down towards this whole level through here. But I believe there's going to be some significant buying opportunities coming out of that GDX through there. Let's go look at the GDXJ, and pretty much the exact same type of thing there. We see that level through there. If we go from that low point, because we have just made a higher high, right, guys? So a lot of the times changing trends, we can have these lower highs and lower highs, but then we rally back up. We break the high, we make a higher high, then we come down, make a higher low, and then away we go, right? So that's the type of change of trend. High, higher high. I'm expecting a higher low here on the weekly chart. So that's that level, especially that level right there is definitely the 50% level of that move there. So I definitely know we had something going on through there recently. And that clearly broke out of that level through there. That was definitely, I'm just looking at, that level from that level there. That definitely broke out and now we're breaking to the upside. So again, higher high. Now let's go back to the daily charts. We don't need you on it. We don't need you anymore. That's definitely that level through there. So once again, on a short-term TA level, we could possibly bring this down towards that level through. That'll be the line for me, right? Because we're clearly rejecting off these levels multiple times. So if we do get above that, yeah, we could quite possibly see. So we could get a bit more downside to come out of this level here, guys, but possibly not too much. I'm expecting, we are getting a head and shoulder formation, I'm just noticing. So shoulder, head, shoulder. But I'm not expecting too much of a big drop on the downside. On that big picture, what is this? This is just up, down, and then probably back up again. So, but more weakness on the downside to come out of that level there. Let's go look at the SIL. On a big picture analysis, SIL is definitely in this big trend line through here. Same sort of analysis across the SIL as well too, guys. It's the exact same type of thing there. If we go back to the weekly charts here, we can see how we have this level all through here. That's that. Again, we had a bit of a double bottom, higher high. I'm expecting a higher low here soon. So I'm expecting a higher low here soon to hold, and then away we go from there. So let's go to the daily charts. Let's see if it's actually pretty steep in it. There's probably no trend lines I can use from here at this point. Yeah, that's not definitely it. No, there's nothing. There's no real significant trend line I can use. So this is probably just an up and down, and then the big thing about this though is this. Firstly, you can see what's happening here on this chart here. What is this chart? Strong up, strong down, come down to the support level. I'm expecting something like that, and then a big breakout. The big breakout, guys, is like I believe the big move in the mining stocks is coming. Big move in mining stocks are coming. Once we start to get back above this level here, then it's going to really unleash another move. So the mining stocks haven't seen anything yet, but some more weakness on the short-term level there. And then the SILJ. And we're looking at the same type of thing, right? Let's go look at those two here. The same type of scenario. We're looking at the first breakout, change in trend. That's that major level of support through there. So I'm expecting up and then down and then back up again. So there we go, traders. If you do need some help, first link in the description is access to my trading course. I'm giving away free access to that. Or if you do need more hand holding, then you might be a good fit for my actual coaching program where you're with me every single day. And I show you exactly how to identify really high quality setups in the markets, and then how to have that discipline, that consistency, that patience, and everything that goes into becoming a successful trader. Speak to you soon, guys.